Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? We are live September 30th, Monday. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. We are live right now for members of the channel and members of the university. This is the way I'm going to do it. We are day trading the S&P 500 futures. We're going to do this all live. Then, after the live, about an hour later, it's going to be available here to the public. So if you're watching this right now, just as a subscriber, we were live a couple hours ago trading the S&P 500. And I'm going to run this across the screen right now, that if you want to become a member of the channel, check in the description, okay? The member of the channel, every time we go live, it's available to members first. Doesn't matter what we go live doing. And it's always available to members of the school. So members of the school will be logging in, and they'll be in a private WebEx room where we'll be chatting and doing our thing. But subscribers to or people who join the channel, you get benefits of getting all the lives before everybody else and several videos that I post. All right, so let me let everybody inside the room. I'll leave that running across the screen. If you want to join, and let's get this working. All right, let's do it. Trade live. Welcome aboard, members. I know we got several members of the channel. We're going to day trade this week and make some money. Make some money. Let's do it. All right. I'll let that scroll across the bottom. Just check down below in the description if you want to join a channel. And again, right now live, you're already in a channel. So if you want to join the school, check in the description. All right, we got a couple minutes before the market opens. Let me get all set up, ready to rock and roll. As far as news items, Fed Chair Powell speaks today. What the fuck? That guy's a clown. That guy is a clown. Market's down 11. Got a lot more red right now on the board than green. Actually, the only thing green is the VIX and oil. Everything else is red. But we'll see what we can do. Market opens up in a couple minutes. People are going to start joining in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make some money. Big week, my friends. Big week. All right. Once the market opens, I'm going to stop scrolling that stuff across the bottom. We'll be good. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and stop it right now, and then I'll just bring it back later on. There we go. Oh, wait, there's more room. Sit back, relax. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Time to get to work. Time to get to work. I always like to log in early here. And again, we're live. What's up, Roy?
Hey, good morning, Jeff.
What's going on, my man? Hey, so a question. So you found the recording. Now, I don't record every class. It takes a lot of work. And again, it's pretty much we do the same thing. So were you able to find recordings?
I was able to find some recordings that were a little backdated, if you will. But that answers my question. If you don't do all the recordings, then that's why they're not there. I was thinking you were recording every day.
Well, the problem is, it's just me. It's nobody else helping me out. And it's just, God, I forget sometimes. Like, I'll record this class, and I'll make an effort to post it. I mean, I try to post a couple here and there. But, yeah, I don't have no team helping me out. So it gets overwhelming for me.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, it's the same concepts, just repeated. You know, it's different information. So do what you got. There's enough in there that I can get in and just play and learn a little.
I got you, brother. So, I'll record this class, though, right here, too, if that's cool, my man.
Cool. Thanks,
all right. Jeff. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate you, brother. John, what's up? What's up?
Good morning, Jeff.
Hey, how are you doing, man? How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Had to work on all my tax stuff this week, so that sucks. All going through receipts. I felt like the whole damn weekend just going through receipts, and in my sleep, I see receipts.
I hear you.
But we're looking forward to having a good week this week.
Absolutely.
That's it, man. That's it. I am going to record it right now, too, y'all. It's just right while I remember. So let's do this. So we're recording it, and I'll post Once it gets done, obviously I'll work it out and I'll post in the members area. I got a couple more I can still post in the members area. It's just, man, it becomes a lot of work with just me, but it's all good, brother. It's all good, Roy. I got you. 8/29, September 30th, live day trading futures. I hit the record button. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's see here. Market's down 11. I was saying a minute ago that at 12:55, Fed Chair Powell speaks. I mean, what else does that dude have to say? Really? Like, what does that dude have to say? Nonsense, probably. Market ain't moving right now. What's going on, Brandon? What's happening, Brandon? We got 9 seconds, y'all. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Marco!
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up? What's up? Here we go. All right, let's do good this week, man. Let's make some money. Let's rock and roll. Let's trade well. And let's do it. Here we go. All right, let things shake out a little bit. Jeff is going to join us, but in the options. He won't be able to join us for the futures. He's got several meetings, he said, this week. So he'll pop in the options, but not the futures. So market is down 10. We do have an announcement in a little bit. Well, not in a little bit. Several hours from now. Shouldn't affect us as far as our day trading. Other than that, we're good. Ticks are pretty flat. Let's see what we got. One piece of paper, a pen, ready to roll. Let 3 minutes shake by. If you have any questions, obviously we have our WebEx chat group. We also have the WhatsApp group. Post it in there. Any questions, type it in there. And then what we'll do is I'll answer them. And, in between our trading, as we're trading, we'll answer them. So I know you've been going through the course. It's in there. If you have any problems accessing anything, just let me know. Like I said, it's just me doing everything. It becomes overwhelming sometimes, but, it's all good. All right. Market is flat. We got about a minute and a half. Just letting it shake out. See what we can do. It's kind of worked its way back now. Dow Jones is down 155. S&P, super flat. Not a lot happening. Wow, that's a big old candle. So this looks like that's going to be a pretty big range. I'm going to go ahead and mark this low. I think this low will probably hold up. So 57.80. Let's mark it. 57.80. All right. It's interesting because check it out. You got this candle working its way up, but these ticks are going the other way. So that tells me that move may not be a real move, right? We'll see. It doesn't matter, man. Our goal is to just trade what is and see what we can got. But one thing I will say is right now, first 15 minutes, the only available trade is our advanced entry. So if you do not trade the advanced, just you wait for the 15 minutes to set up. 86.25 key level market. All right. I'll be looking to go short right now. So let me set up on the short side. It'll probably be the 69. The 569 puts. 569 puts. There we go. There we go. So I'm not taking that pop up through there, okay? And my mouse is giving me issues. I hope I have some batteries there. And my mouse is starting to mess up. I need to get some batteries in the Can't have that. Can't have that crap messing up on us. All right, so we're at this area right here. Remember, if you got any questions, let me know, right? All this stuff. There's 4 entries into our advanced order. They're all inside the course, all 4 of them. See, look at it selling off. You should be able to recognize that. All right, see that? That's information. And again, Brandon, John, Marco, Roy, if you got any questions, type them in there. We have people pop in and out, usually in the first 15, 30 minutes. So people just kind of start popping in. But remember, all we're trying to do is we're trying to see if there's any freaking momentum, right? And then just try to jump on board. That's all we can do. Trading this thing can be difficult. Again, I'm just kind of talking. You can obviously type it in. Ticks are down 225, 217. We're sitting right on top of our key level, 86.25. No problem. Not going long. I'm not interested in going long right now. I don't want to fight the right now there's more selling pressure than buying. I don't want to fight that. I'll be typing stuff in our WebEx as well. Okay. I'm just going to be typing stuff in our private thing as well as we're going. All right. We don't fight that. All it takes is 1, maybe 2 shots. Well, actually, it literally just takes 1 good shot a day. I'm just trying to make a couple $100 a day day trading. That's all I try to do, guys. Personally, $100 to $200 a day that's good. Because I do other stuff, right? We do option swing trading, which you know how good that's going. We're just killing it. I'm over 95.2% win ratio for the year. That's crazy. Been doing a lot of crypto as well. Lots of crypto recently. We've had some breakouts. Things are pulling back, but we've had some strong move last week. Looking forward to a big couple months. I want to finish out this year really strong. So if you guys are having any issues with the day trading, we gotta know, right? We want to make sure you really learn as much as you can this year, trade, and then next year have your best year ever. For this year, I mean, I'm having my best option winning percentage year ever. What's up, Mark?
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, buddy? Good to be here, my friend. We got a news announcement today at 12:55. Fed Chair Powell speaks, so that'll probably wreak havoc in the afternoon. So we should be okay this morning. Try to get our money and then run. These ticks are still negative, so this move right here is just weak hands, right? Charles's bias up pivot is way up there at 01, so it's a ways. Market's about to go flat. Ticks are still kind of just hovering in this zone. Really no conviction, right? Not yet. Remember, our whole purpose is to try to figure out, let the market tell us when it's ready to do something. We did break to this upside, but I didn't like it. At the time it broke, there wasn't a lot of conviction in that move. I typed in our chat exactly why. So here's the deal. Again, I know y'all know this, but I keep talking so I can just reinforce these concepts. Right? Y'all are in the school. Oops. Hang on. We got an Amber Alert. Hang on. Yeah, it's crazy. That's Amber Alerts. So, all right. Well, I told you it's not a lot of conviction. So again, going back to what I'm saying here, it's, we've got the course, right, for y'all that are inside the university. The whole day trading course, you got it. Right? You got the software too that maps the key levels. You have this private WebEx. You can ask questions anytime you want. There's a lot of moving pieces. Now, I do not have any videos right now on the basic or the aggressive. So you just pay attention. I'm recording this, but just ask questions on it, right? As we get into it. I'm also live on YouTube for members of the channel. Y'all get access to these videos before everybody else. Okay, obviously I don't go over the rules or none of that. That's inside the university, but you get access. You can watch and you can learn before everybody else does. So right now, we are almost 10 minutes into the market open. And you can see right here, we're living in this area here. Not a lot of conviction. We need momentum. We are looking for the ticks to really get cooking in those extreme zones. That's where we get our money, right? Not a lot of conviction, but we know that, right? These wicks, they represent, sellers, right? Sellers coming in here. Sellers coming in. People are chasing along and they're getting stopped out. So just trade good, okay? Charles has posted his pivots inside the WhatsApp. For those of you that trade with Charles's system, they're there. Other than that, we're good. It's, and I'm going to say this, it's not hard to pick this up. The only thing that I would say is maybe a little hard is we have 3 different systems, right? The advanced, the basic, and the aggressive. I think if you're trying to mix the two to add to trades, that makes it a little difficult. So one of the things that I would definitely work on if you're brand new or if you're still kind of undecided is maybe pick 2 techniques or 1 and then just really focus on that one. So you got to decide, are you going to be aggressive, basic, or advanced? And then just get really good at that. I focus on all 3, but again, that might be a little difficult. If it's not difficult, no problem. I call out everything anyway. But if you're like, look, I want to just focus on the aggressive, that's it. Then get really good at that, right? Get really good at that. And then when you're really good and you're consistently making money, then maybe you use something else as a way to add to the position. Just giving you ideas, right? My goal is for y'all to really finish up this year strong, a lot of confidence. So we go into next year and you have your best day trading year ever. That should be the goal. Really work hard finishing up this year, learning the systems, and then next year, your best year ever, and then never looking back, right? I can help you do that because I created this whole thing and it works. But you got to ask questions as well. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to double up on this key area down at the bottom. I'm going to double up on the 80 key area. I'm going to make it purple, and I'm going to give it a width of 2. That represents the strength, right? This red line is the VWAP. It's a key level. It's an institutional level. Actually, there's a lot of traders who they trade the VWAP. If it's underneath the VWAP, their bias is down. If it's above, their bias is up. So there's a lot of people that do. I just use it as a key level like any other key level. We got about 2 minutes left. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mark this key level up here. 91. Again, it's not 100% set yet. It doesn't like 100% until the 15 minutes sets up. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because we're in the middle. What I also want to do is I want to start marking the VIX. We'll give it 1719. 1697. Okay. There's our key levels. Again, got a couple more minutes. Hang on. I'm just typing in the chat real quick. All right. I'm just typing out here. We're going to wait a couple minutes, but it looks like those key levels are going to stand. All right, here we go. Now let's rock. So I'm gonna switch gears. What's up, Dr. Al? I will be looking to go long. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. So let me clear my active trade. So here we go. Let's do it. Don't be afraid. Whatever system you trade, if you get an entry, you take it. Period. Okay, you take it. That's one thing I want to stress. If you, for example, are taking the aggressive, you take it every time it happens, no matter what. If you're taking the advanced and you get a setup with a valid entry, you take it. You don't know which trade you take is going to be the one that takes off. You might get stopped out, several times, or at least 2 or 3 times before, if you're using the basic or the aggressive, but when it works, it takes off. Any shot. That's why Charles is so good, guys. Y'all know Charles takes his shots when they happen, no matter what. That's when you have to do that. That's the same with our options, right? You take your shots every time because any one of those shots you take could be the one that sets you up, period. And again, we got our WebEx chat. Type it in if you need me. I'm also typing in our WebEx. So right here, I'm looking at 91. I'm also going to be typing in our WebEx right now. Okay, there you go. There's really only a couple pieces of information. Now, the 1-minute chart, we have 2 1-minute charts. They're for the advanced style only. If you are not trading advanced, you don't use it. Okay? Because I enter based on the 1-minute chart. Charles says, see my trades above, watching the highs. Yeah. All right. A lot of people are always wondering, they're asking me, man, how is Charles so good? Again, it's very simple. He takes his trades every single time. Like, that's it. And he's not afraid to take 2 or 3 losses in a row. Because he knows that next trade could be so big that it makes up for everything. That's what I want to continually stress. And if you don't like losing a lot in a row, just risk a small amount of money. I've cut down my contracts because since we've added the aggressive, and I'm adding to trades more, I'm putting less contracts because I'm entering into more positions. So I've cut it down too. I mean, I'm looking at all three though, so that gets kind of crazy. But if you have questions, please, that's how you're going to learn. So, yeah, Charles trades aggressively for sure. Yes. Yes. The basic is we use the Ready Aim Fire Pro. So we're using the hang on. So let me just kind of type it in here. We're using, you're right on everything you said. Yes, you're right on the aggressive. Charles likes to trade aggressive. Yep. Major key levels. The advanced is utilizing the 1 minute, and the basic is using this Ready Aim Fire Pro. Okay, Ready Aim Fire Pro, and so like I'll call it if it happens. So for example, I'm going to type in our group while I'm watching. Okay, so those arrows, when I say that last part, the arrows, right? But we're looking for that confirmation between those two indicators. Doesn't, you know, that in reality, with the aggressive, okay, that has to happen what I just typed in. With the aggressive. With the basic, it doesn't. They just got to both break in line, and then we look to the Ready Aim Fire Pro. You'll see, because if it happens, I'll tell you I'm going to enter the basic. And, you know, in Charles's case, yeah, Charles, he has his system, and he takes his shots. But yeah, he takes his shots. I'll do my best, though, to call out, right? Like, hey, I'm taking the basic, or I just took the aggressive. So then if I take it and you're like, why'd you do that? Then type it in, right? But that's kind of the best way. But when it happens in real time, I'll be able to be like, oh, look what's happening right now. So right now, I'm watching and waiting to figure out what's the best line of attack. Now, on the advanced, it has to break within a certain time period, because in my experience, if it takes longer than a certain amount, it becomes a lower probability. So that's what I'm watching. So I'm typing in our group as I'm watching. Okay, there you go. That's the time that I'm waiting. So like right now, it's getting very close, okay? It has to break. Look, we are momentum traders. Like Rafa says, we hunt momentum. If there's no momentum, we're not going to trade, right? We can't make no money unless there's momentum. And right now, you can see it's just doing nothing. But that's fine, because that could change at any moment. At any moment, you know. Now, if you notice, I erased my lines. Inside the course, there is the toss script that I'm giving you. You just import it. And it has the box, and it has the key levels. That alone is worth more than you pay for the course. I can promise you, just that piece of, just that. And the course for free right now, shit. the day trading course for free. Options are a whole different animal. And again, I could have probably done it better, but it's just me, man. I do everything. I build the courses. I trade. I teach all the video. Like, it's just me, man. I don't have a single person that helps me. People offer, but I don't really. After all that stuff that went on, I don't really trust a lot of people. We're doing nothing. Just look at this action. There is no action. It's right around the VWAP. Look at that. We are just playing with the VWAP, right? That's funny. Just playing with that VWAP, huh? All right, so the advanced is off the table until the 30-minute range. It's taking too long, which is fine. It gives us time to chat, answer questions if necessary. But right now, as you can see, the ticks haven't left the zone. So this is all just a bunch of noise. All just a bunch of noise. I'm looking at the clock. 56 after, right? So we've been 26 minutes. Usually, to be honest with you, obviously the better moves occur after the 30 minutes. Back in the days, we didn't even start day trading until 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. But again, I didn't even know what I was doing. So I was just trying to, trick myself and say that if I just focused on that, I would win. But that didn't work. So that's something very positive, right? I lost for 2 straight years. And I lost bad. I was trying to follow Charles. Charles was great, but I couldn't figure out his system. And so I was copying and I was losing, right? That's just the way it goes. When you try to copy somebody and you're just copying them, you don't even know why you're copying them. That's why people lose, right? All these services out there where they're feeding them all this stuff, but the people don't even know what they're doing. My system is not like that. Mine's to try to teach you how to do it so you can do it yourself. So where we're on the same, I don't want you to leave and try to do it by yourself, but my point is to where we're on the same page. That's how we help each other. That's how you get better. Knowing exactly what I'm going to do before I do it. I've been trading S&P 500 for almost 5 years. Day trading. Almost 5 years in a row. I've been doing options for over 17 years. I've been in the financial industry since 1997. So how many years is that? 27 years? Dr. Al said, my experience was the people that were doing the feeding of the info didn't know what they were. Oh, yeah. And that is another discussion, right? I mean, they might have known what they were doing. It's just, trying to teach somebody and explain things. That's hard, right? People, it's a whole different skill. You might be the best baseball player in the world, for example. But that doesn't mean you can teach people how to play. You might be the best trader. Doesn't mean you can teach people. Jeff might be the best flyer. But that doesn't mean he can teach other people how to fly an airplane. So maybe they are good. I don't know. There's probably some people that are good. I have my system that works for me. I don't care about anybody else's system. My job is to really master my system, follow my system, and then people who want to learn my system, my job is to teach them, not feed them, right? Teach them. That's why I always say, if you have any questions, ask. All right, here we go. I am going to triple up on this 80 key level. Triple up. That means it is super powerful. purple, thick. I'm going to double up on this key area, 91. We're going to double up. And again, if you need to know, if you don't understand why I'm doing it, ask. As a matter of fact, on the VIX, we're going to leave those key levels. This is a very tight morning range. We do have 30 seconds left. Remember, I'm going to do my best to call out if it's aggressive, advanced, or basic. But do my best. I trade all three. I'm not recommending you trade all three, though. Not until you're at least good with like the first two. All right, here we go. Let's watch. 9 o'clock. I think I'm just going to go ahead and set up on the short side. Okay. Shit, this is difficult. I'm going to look at the 69 put options. 69 puts. They look like they might be breaking around that same time. So it's looking to me like we might only be able to do the basic or advanced. Let's watch, though. I'm watching. We'll see, though. I'll let you know. Again, we have our group. Okay. That's what I'm watching hardcore. I'm watching everything, but really hardcore. Again, if you're just doing one system too, it's so much easier. Just me, I'm doing all three, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay, you guys know on the advanced and the basic, I'm looking to trade an option between 60 cents and $1. So if you're going to do the basic or the advanced, you're looking to trade the 0 days to expiration SPY 60 cents to $1. With the aggressive, I'm looking for 50 cents or less. And I'll put on two different. So like if I jump in on an aggressive, yeah, I might jump in on the aggressive on this and then add to the trade on the basic or advanced with this. So that's why I'm telling you. It's going to be difficult for me to like call out everything. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, that's what I'm looking for. So if I say I'm doing the aggressive, you just got to figure it out on your own, right? And yeah, 69 could get expensive if it breaks. So it could, yeah. That's why it's like I'm constantly looking at it. I don't want to pay more. I'm telling you right now, on the advanced and the basic, I do not want to pay more than, look in our chat group. I do not want to pay more than that. With the aggressive, I do not want to pay more than that. And I do that because that's what I've been doing. And that way, when I lose, I know how much I'm going to lose, right? If you do everything correct on the advanced, you should lose 10 cents or less. If you get stopped out, we should lose 10 cents or less if we pick those options, which is fine. That way, if you want to lose $50, you can just do 5, right? Now, I've changed up what I do because I'm adding to the trade more. So I'm taking less because I'm willing to add. So, but I'm just telling you, you got to decide for yourself. But I gave you, I gave you the ranges that I use. That's all I can do. So like if I say, like, let's say for example, well, no. Okay, let's say for example, right now I'm looking to go long. Look at the ticks. So let's say I'm looking to go long. This is a tricky one because we still got a long ways to go before it gets to 91. So I'd probably just wait, right? It's right smack in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and erase this key level because the software draws it for you and it already doubled up for me. I just don't want you to ever use the word I think. That's a word that you need to take out of your vocabulary. I think. Like, I think it's going to do this. I think it's going to do this. Or I think it's not moving because there's an announcement this afternoon. Get that word think, when it comes to trading, out. What you think doesn't mean anything. Like, I can sit there and say, well, I think it's not doing nothing because Powell's speaking this afternoon. And if I say that, then I'm automatically going to psych myself out and be like, no, I'm not going to trade this afternoon. I'm not going to trade this afternoon. And then what happens? The move pops in the morning and you miss it. All because you thought something. That's very dangerous. You're right. But a lot of people do it. I think this is not doing it because of this announcement. So I'm just going to trade. That's an excuse that they're not confident in their system. That's all that means. I'll be serious with you. Okay. I'm telling you right now, when people say that to me, it just tells me that they're not confident. I would never say that. The only thing I'll say is if there's a red news item, I'm not trading over that news item. I don't care that there's a news item this afternoon. That is not going to do anything to the way that I trade in the morning. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Well, I think it's going to do this. So, you know what? I'm just not going to trade. I mean, again, you don't have confidence in yourself or your system. Now, if you say, my rules say whenever there is a item in the afternoon, blah, 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 I can't trade in the morning, that's a different story. Because what you're saying is your rules are telling you. But if you're just like, well, I think, that's not it. And Rolf is very good at saying, hey, there's a red news item. I'm not going to trade in the morning. But that's in his rules. Just take the word I think out of your brain. Same with options. Same for those of you that are into crypto with me. Okay, take it out. Yeah, with Powell's speech at 12:55 Central Standard Time, how will you approach and trade the event? Okay, I live in East. So the way I do it, if I'm going to trade, first of all, I probably won't trade that. But if I was going to, when it's a red news item, you go to forexfactory.com. Anytime you see a red news item, you make sure the country says USD. So the way, and I do this the same, very mechanically. So whenever there's a red news item, I'm typing in our WebEx right now. Okay, that is exactly how long. So, hang on. There you go. That is exactly how long I wait. Every time. Yeah, we're in a squeeze, right? So again, regardless of what the news announcement is, if it's red, that's how long I wait. After that, I'm good. Because I believe that whatever information is presented, we should be good to go. So that's how you handle it. Every red news item, every single day, you make sure, and that's why I have that video talking, you go to forexfactory.com every day, go to calendar and look to see what news items are for today. Focus on the ones that say USD and focus on the red. We've been in a squeeze for like 19 minutes. Yeah, it hasn't done nothing, right? And again, this is where some people will start to say, well, yeah, I'm not going to trade in the morning. Pow. Look, I don't care. My rule, again, is very specific. I day trade a certain period of time every day, no matter what. When that time's up, I'm done in the morning. And if I'm going to look in the afternoon, I look between 12 Central Standard Time and 1:30 Central Standard Time. That's it. If I'm going to day trade in the afternoon, this is the time, because this is Charles's PM timing window. He says that whenever the institutions are coming to the party, this is the time they come to the party, which means if I'm going to trade in the afternoon, that's the time period. So that a news announcement is 12:55 Central. So if I was trading in the afternoon today, I would be at the screen when that happens, but I won't be traded at actual event. Hopefully that helps, Roy. I hope so. Look what Charles posted in the WhatsApp group. Thanks, brother. Charles is a wealth of information. Look what he posted. And I agree. If it flops around like a little noodle inside there, what do? My rule is at 9:30 Central Standard Time, 1 hour. If it's still inside the range, that changes a lot of stuff for me. It's basically what Charles is saying, right? If it doesn't pop out, it's a dry cleaner's morning, which basically means don't trade. All right, but watch what's happening right now. Okay, right now, I want you to look at something. Okay. We might be attacking the aggressive here in a minute. The aggressive. I forgot to post the VIX key levels in the group. Let me post that right now. There's people that pay attention to that, and they should. All right, I forgot to post the VIX key levels. It's very important, okay? Remember, with the basic and the aggressive, you might have to take a couple of losses before you get your big winner. That's just the way it seems to be. Not always, but. Okay, watch what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm typing in our group. So I will be looking on the aggressive. At probably the 68. The 68. If it happens. And I'm not afraid to take a loss. I'm watching. I really don't want to jump in too early. Got to be patient. I'm going to type something in our group. Again, that's the only issue I have is letting it close, right? got one more minute in this candle. All right, I'm going to go for it. So I jumped in on the aggressive. Remember, it's aggressive because we're anticipating. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll sell. If it goes in my favor, I will hang on, I'm looking at the active trader. There we go. I will sell one at 20 cents, okay? But I'm staying in the aggressive. You know, again, I'm willing to add to this trade multiple times if necessary. Okay, so let me type it in. Remember, you might have to take a couple losses, but that's okay. I'm typing in our group. I'm going to stay in the trade no matter what, as long as that happens on this aggressive, okay? And I'm looking for 20 cents to start working, taking profit. I would like to add to this trade via the basic or the advanced. If you don't do all of them, then you cannot do that, okay? We don't know if this move is going to pop. It's aggressive because we're anticipating. But I have no problem. In order for us to really get an accurate representation of the system, you got to take every single trade that presents itself no matter what, period. Next opportunity is that, okay? Market's down 9. Ticks are negative. I got filled at 47 cents. Even better. I do have a target of 20 cents for half, but I will go flat if okay, that's when I'm going flat. Again, this is the aggressive because we're anticipating that it's going to start running. I like the name actually because it is difficult because we don't know if it's going to run. So it's aggressive because we are anticipating that it is. And I will add to this trade on either the advanced or the basic. If it presents itself. So on the basic, let me type in the chat. On the basic. There you go. Yeah, right now it's pretty flat. It's not doing nothing, right? I don't mind looking at the P&L, but I've just really got to focus on not letting that make my decision, man. See, with me, the advance is so much easier in a sense of because I'm only going for a certain amount of points, right? It's like pretty easy, but it's a little bit more difficult with this because I want to also let it run. What if it takes off? We want to take advantage of everything. That is the hard challenge for me. I got it at 47 cents. I got the yeah, I got it at 47. Wait, let me see. Maybe I did get it. Yeah, I got it at 47 cents. So I got it late. Y'all got a better one than me. And I got a limit order to sell half at 20 cents. Or I'm just going to manually exit, okay? So it's one of those that I'm going to either just manually dump this trade or I'm going to let it go. No matter how long it takes. Again, this is be prepared though. With this, I'm seeing you might have to take a couple losses. You just need, if you get one big winner though, it's over. You just don't know what's going to happen. And again, it's aggressive because we are anticipating that it's going to break. With the other entries, you don't do nothing until it actually breaks. A little bit more conservative, right? It's really not doing nothing. This market is not moving. Again, it is what it is. I have no problem taking a small loss and then taking another small loss and then taking a big winner. The other day, I think it was the basic. I think we lost like 2 in a row. And then the third one won and the fourth one won. And it just like way more than the losses. Did our VIX stop? Is it just me or is it? Oh, whoa, look at that. I haven't even paid attention. What the hell? How did that happen? Do y'all see that? Is that a misprint? Did y'all see that? That's weird. That is so weird. I hope that's not like a misprint. Because that shot up like a rocket ship. Which tells me either that's correct and this market is about to tank, or fucking something's wrong. I sure hope something's not wrong, right? But that's weird. So it looks like we're going to be in this trade for a while because based on that information, it's got a long ways to go to, I'm going to type in our chat. So we are in this bad boy for the ride. It's got a long ways to go to do that. So we are in this. We are in this for the ride. That was weird. Remember, with the aggressive, you are That's how you're managing the trade. With the aggressive, you're managing the trade based on what I just typed in. Not, okay, not that. That has nothing to do with the aggressive. I mean, it has something to do with it. But my point is, you know what I'm saying, right? I just hope that gap wasn't a misprint, man. That's weird. Because based on that gap, it tells me this market could get ugly. I'm not putting a stop, buddy. I'm not putting a stop, my man. I'm either going to hit my target or take a loss. Or when 9:45 comes, I'll just exit the position. I'm not doing it, John. With this, it's like it either works or that some bitch doesn't. That's just me. I'm still trying to get a good feel for the aggressive, but the reality is that's the way it's going to be for me. At 9:45, if I'm still in this trade and I have not hit my target, I will just dump the trade. No matter what. Now, you can look to get in on the basic if it get woo! Look at us, guys. I'm going to be looking at the advanced to add to this trade. Okay, can't do the basic. I mean the advanced. The advanced is off the table. The advanced is off the table. I'll be looking more for the basic. Yep. That's a trick. That's a tricky one, man. I'll be honest with you. I need to figure that out. That's a tricky one, John. We could use the gap up to maybe jump out of like half. Because you're right. That's odd. That doesn't usually happen, right? Definitely what you said at the beginning. But the gap up has got me a little tricky, right? Maybe we can sell one right now at break even. So I just sold one at break even. And I still got the other one because of that gap up. So I jumped out of half, but literally break even. So actually made 2 cents. But I'm in the other half, and you're right. You're right, John. This is a tricky one. Maybe we play it based on the gap, you know? But again, look at that fake out too. There's a fake out right here. God, that's a tricky one, John. You know what? I might use that gap. Yeah, I might do that. Okay. Yeah, John, I think so. I sold half at literally 2 cents profit because that gap. I'm not used to that, but I think that's what I'll do on the other one. It doesn't normally do that. That's really confusing. Yeah. So here's a fake out, right? Beautiful fake out. So there's a shark in the water right here that changes stuff. But right now, I'm still in this trade, and I'm going to stay in the other half as long as what I posted in the chat. Actually, here, yeah, here it is. Okay. That's going to be my stop. Makes sense? I mean, that's not normally happens, so that's kind of tricky. But that's the way it is. See, the ticks are picking up to the down. Even though this candle's moving up. Damn, look at that sumbitch go up. I'm not going to do it. Not yet. I'm going to stick to it. You can get out if you want. Yeah, I think I'm going to get out. That one lost 7 cents. That's actually not even bad at all, guys. I didn't let it, but you know what? That gap. So in reality, that trade was like, for me, minus like 5 cents. Basically break even. Now, we haven't even had a break. So our system relies heavily. Actually, so does Charles. Charles is... yeah, I'm out anyway. Charles, and that gap got me, but that's fine. 5 cents, whoop, that's like break even. So Charles's system, just so y'all know, and ours relies heavily on the 30-minute range. Heavily. If it stays inside this range, that means, like Charles says, it is very difficult. We're in the range. This was the move that could have paid us right here. That move, I mean, again, 5 cents is like break even. But this move could have paid us, but it produced a fake out. But if this move would have just taken off, it would have just, we would have made so much money. But again, the whole purpose thing is 5 cents. If that would have taken off, that would have made us 30, 40, 50, 60 cents profit. Think about how many trades you can lose. That's the whole key of trading. We don't know if it's going to be a fake out. Now, I had a high probability it was going to be a fake out because you guys know, based on my advanced entry, I did not take that trade because you guys know, with the advanced entry, we do not take a lot of trades, but we very, very, very rarely lose ever. But we don't take a lot of trades. Y'all know, if you follow me on the advance, where I had 2.5 years where I did not even have a losing week in a row. Okay, there was a high probability that this was going to fake out. But the reason why I wasn't going to just jump out, this could have went up and then rolled over. You don't know if it's going to do that. But I'm out with 5 cents. Whoopity-doo. Look at Charles. Yeah, there's no momentum. It sucks right now, but that's okay. I'll jump right back in if necessary. Now we gap down more. Exactly. Look at that. Charles is spot on. Look at that. Charles said, there's no momentum. You can get stuck in a no momentum trade and you're a sitting duck. So, John, I'm glad you asked that question about the gap because that gap probably saved me quite a bit. So I'm glad you asked that gap, dude. That doesn't normally happen, but I think that's how we should treat those gaps. That was good, John. All right, so now we're working our way up. I'm going to be looking to go, wow. So we're back in the range here. So I'm not doing aggressive, I'll be looking for the advanced to go long. So now I'm shifting gears to go long on the advanced. Who popped off? Marco? Yeah, Marco. Mark always has to go to work. Now, if we pop through the bottom, I might jump in the aggressive again. So I'm still watching. Look at that market. Now it's back flat. So this is tricky. Tricky. I'm glad we jumped out. Good move, John. Talking about that gap. So watch this VIX, right? Now we're approaching the 30-minute bottom low. Okay. Ticks have picked up the positive. So I've shifted now to wanting to go long. You just got to take your shots every time they happen, no matter what. And just get in, get out. No problem. Basically, the other one was break even. I could have ran. If that would not have faked out, that would have taken off like a rocket ship. Same thing. If it breaks to the upside and it doesn't fake out a trap, it's gone. But if it fakes out a trap, you recognize it, get the hell out. Now, my advanced entry is going to tell me with a high probability if that's going to happen. But with the basic and the aggressive, you take more losses, right? All right, so I'm going to be looking to go long on the advanced. And I'm going to be looking to go long on the 72 call options. Okay? 72 call options on the advanced. If I get my signal. Not yet, obviously. It's a good question. So why would you get out at 9:45? You're heading into your, because I trade options. Yeah. So at 9:45, I start setting up for our option swing trading class. And I can't day trade while I'm focusing on my option swing trading. So my rule is that at 9:45, I'm done with day trading. Unless I'm currently in a trade, then I'll try to finish managing that trade. But I do option swing trading, and we start setting up at about 9:45. And that's the only reason why. If I wasn't doing option swing trading, then I would keep doing this until 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. If I did not option swing trade, I would stay until 11 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock, I would stop, and I would pick it back up between 12 and 1:30. But because we do option swing trading, yeah, so if I'm in the trade, I'm going to manage a trade. If it's one like the basic, whatever, I'll put a stop loss, and I'll let that sumbitch run. And then at 11 o'clock, I'll just close it. Does that make sense? So if I'm in profit, and I'm doing the aggressive or basic, what I would do is, if I haven't hit my 20 cents target, I would just close out the trade. So let's say I get in the basic or aggressive, and it hasn't hit my 20 cents profit. I'll probably just close it out for whatever profit. But if I've already hit one leg profit, I'll move the stop loss to break even and just let it run. Again, it's difficult because I do option swing trading. If you're doing option swing trading, but you're able to also focus on your trade because you're not teaching, that's fine. The hardest part is I can't do option swing trading, teach the class, and manage a day trade at the same time. But in y'all's case, if you're just listening to me talk about options and you can manage it, you keep managing it. It's just, I can't do it all. What's up, Andy?
Morning, boss.
What's up,
Happy
brother?
birthday.
What's up? What's up? So, Roy, did that explain it? So, like, if I mean, again, it's just teaching options, trading options, and trying to day trade at the same time. It doesn't work out too well. But if I'm in a trade, you know, and I got decent profit, I'll just cash it out. Because I'm not worried about, because remember, I can always jump back in later. Yeah, time is exactly. And I figure usually through my experiences after that 9:45, you know, it doesn't really do much until around past, you know, the 12. But yes, but that's what I've chose to do. I can say, you know what, forget teaching and just trade and not even teach ever again and be fine. But I really like teaching to y'all because y'all care. All right, so we have a, okay, like right now, this might be tricky because we might have an entry into the advanced, which means I'll still look to take this advanced entry, but with my advanced entry, I'm only looking for 10 points, just so you know. So that's usually not a problem. With my advanced entry, my target is always 10 points, period, no runners. So that's not a problem, right? I can get in and usually within 5 or 10 minutes, 15, it'll be like out of the trade. We cannot do the aggressive and we cannot do the basic because right now, because of that. But y'all can do it. If you stay trading until 11, just follow your plan. I try to teach as much as possible so that way if you're trading when we're not in the day trading room, you can do it on your own, right? So I'm looking to get in on the advanced. But if the advanced throws a fake out or a trap, I'm done. Okay. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey guys, good morning.
We're still in here right now. There's a potential to jump in really quick. So I'm like just watching this next couple minutes.
Got my eye on it.
Yeah, we're right here at that top. So this is only the advanced, guys. The aggressive and the basic is no because of what's going on over here. This has been very difficult. The market's up 2. Like down 2. This has really been tricky. That gap up on the VIX too. John, you really saved us on that one. And that's how I'm going to handle that. Normally it doesn't gap, but when it gaps up like that, we need to make sure that that becomes our new support level. Just like we did because of John bringing it up. That saved us too. That saved us big time. Because we got in and got out up here, basically break even. And look, we're trapped inside the range. Nothing good happens when price is stuck inside the range. Even Charles said it. Charles said, watch out. Charles has warned everybody as well. He didn't take the trade either. He's recognizing there's no juice. You're not allowed to trade inside the range anyway. The rule is very simple. At 9:30, 1 hour after the market, if you're still inside the range, you can't trade it. You've got to draw your box, right? I'm giving it a couple more minutes to give me an entry. Okay, but I know this entire box is a no-no. Actually, you see this fake out down here, you can move your box to right there. That is the no trade zone, period. If you try to trade inside here, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. So if you trade until 11, which I would if I wasn't doing options, just don't do anything until it gets out of there. Does that make sense? I mean, Dude, just survive. On mornings like this, survive. All right? That's all you do is survive. So the futures, I'm recording this. I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording off, so hang on. Because that was an hour and 15. Nothing happened, though. It's probably not a good one to post because there's literally nothing happened. Well, I mean, who knows, right? And what I'll do is I'm going to cut off the